Yeah, that's right. It's officially fall. So what are those fall trending wines? You know, each season kind of has its own thing. We have the corporate wine director, Thomas Radcliffe of Station Casinos, here to showcase some tips and tricks. And gosh, we have so many questions. I've already asked you like 3 questions before we even got to the interview. So, but just talk to us a little bit about the fall. You were saying reds are definitely more popular.
Oh, definitely in the fall, much more popular because you're eating more heartier fare. You're having like stews, you're having steak, you're having roast.
We're letting the bikini body go a little bit.
A little bit.
It's over.
A little bit.
What can you recommend for people who really, you know, they may not have too much knowledge about which wine to choose? What can they do?
Well, if you're in a restaurant, at one of our restaurants, either T-Bones or Hank's, talk to the sommelier and just tell them what you like, what you like to drink, and then also tell them how adventurous are you? Because for me, you know, wine's a journey. So it's like, I want to taste as many as possible.
And I know sometimes I've done that, and people sort of feel, maybe embarrassed by it, but I feel like don't, when they look at pricing and they say, you know what, I'm looking for a $40 bottle,
yeah,
$20
give me parameters.
bottle. Don't, the
give me something to
$200
hang
bottles,
on to.
that's not for me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I would always, when I would point out on a wine list, I'd go, what are you comfortable with? And I'd do the sweep up and down, so they go, that one.
Right.
You know.
And what about folks that are just kind of getting into wine? I mean, do you request a sommelier to come to your table? How does that work?
Yeah, you know, depending on the restaurant, you know, our steakhouses, we have sommeliers who work the floor, and then hopefully the manager or the bartender there may know something about wine. There should be somebody in every room that should know something about wine. Just start asking questions.
Okay.
There's so many different regions, obviously, that wine comes from. What can you tell, what's sort of the average differences between, say, a California Cab versus something from Paris? What people compare the two?
The kind of the old world, new world thing is that new world wines tend to be much more fruitier, much more upfront, where old world wines, French, Italian, they tend to be a little more earthy and maybe a little more reticent in their fruit. So you're looking for more underlying characteristics. So we like big things. We like big wines. We like big cars, big hair, whatever. But that's what people look for.
Right.
So particularly in the States.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like California wines. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
my mom too. I always say, and she's like, I hate to say it, and like she feels embarrassed almost sometimes, like she's not going fancier.
Well, I think sometimes the French wines and the Italian wines are so subtle that the average sort of wine connoisseur like myself and everyone else, like you don't really notice it. You can't appreciate it for maybe the price, whereas the California wines, it's like, boom, you can taste it right away.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're all right up front. So then that's what makes wine fun.
Yeah, do you recommend, like when you pick wine by the glass, like some people say, well, don't get the one right up top there, go somewhere in the middle. Is there a certain range you should go, price range?
Not necessarily. It's whatever you're comfortable with, but again, ask for a taste.
Yeah.
And speaking of asking for
I was going to say.
Yeah, I know. We've got 30 seconds. I'm putting my thing down. You said you were going to pour us a little glass.
About to get fun. Here we go.
So
you're saying usually in this time of year, you know, you typically stay away from whites more often than not.
More often than not.
As far as pairing with recipes like stews and heartier meals like that.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, what is this that we're about to partake in?
This is Stoller Vineyard, North Valley Reserve, Pinot Noir from Willamette Valley in Oregon.
You like the Pinot Noir, it's your favorite, right?
Oh yeah.
And
right,
a lot of good cheers, a lot of good Pinot Noirs from Oregon.
Exactly.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Thomas.
We're sipping.
Bye.